KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. How the heck is everybody? Yeah, made it to the weekend. And I was saying at the end of the regular show, I was like, thank God we don't have a live show tonight.
It would maybe kill us.
Yeah, I feel a little beat down. I need a good night of sleep and recuperate and kind of get all geared back up for another round of this. So yeah, I think the decision to move the live shows from Friday nights to Saturdays, I think is gonna hopefully put us in a better zone tomorrow to do this thing.
Most deaf.
Yeah. So looking forward to it. Do have some suggestions and questions from people. Melissa sent this in. She said, I heard you guys talking about having world record Saturday. I would love to see maybe a little pie eating without your hands or something along the likes. We'll have to see if there's a pie world record. I don't know if we have something in there, but that could work.
There is one. There's a pie eating without using your hands.
Mm-hmm. She
That's
said,
a fun one.
It's a hair pie. So
1, 2, 3, not it.
yeah.
We'll take volunteers.
What kind of hair pie and whose, do we know?
Volunteers.
Just volunteer your hair pie?
Come on down.
Okay.
Pandas might do it. He might. Are you talking men and women or just women?
Well, hair pie would be women.
Oh, just women.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. She said also, I think maybe a drunk girl trivia work. That's on the schedule. Maybe a Denny's knows when you're high. Possible. Who knows?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we did that last time. Mm-hmm. Also,
He said he's ready to go. If you need it, you need it. We've got some backup bits if we need them.
Yeah, we'll have a lot. I think it just depends on time. I put way too much in last time. We went like 3 hours. They're like, hey, can you try to keep it to about an hour or so?
They were like, you went too long.
You Bruce Springsteen, everybody.
I did. I did.
3 hours deep.
Yeah. So I'll try to get into reps this time. Yeah, it was just the whole thing was just unruly and out of control.
Well, it's like taming feral cats. Good luck.
Yeah.
And she's talking about me and her.
I am the lead cat.
Let me see. We also got a couple other suggestions here. She said maybe what did I lick with baby Lachlan? I'm sure there's a lot of disgusting things that you could find. Somebody could lick from him. So all I'm asking is please don't wait too long to post the video. Okay. Now we'll hopefully have it up. I would imagine by Saturday or something like that. Just kind of depends upon, by Sunday.
Just depends on if we have to edit anything out of it.
Right.
So it'll be up on Monday.
For legal reasons.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
We still haven't gone back and watched the first one because me and Jaybird can't.
It's a mess.
We're embarrassed.
Well, we don't realize you can even hear us, and then we think you can't hear us. And it's like the time me and Denny's, we did a snack pack show, and the sound guy was seriously just fucking on a bender or something. Denny's was the fourth microphone, the backup vocals, but they had him as the highest level.
He was lead.
He was the lead. So all you would hear is just Denny's at certain parts of flat top cop. And we started to watch the video. We go, we can't even watch it.
We can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's a train
The
wreck.
sound is just so fucked. You can't even.
Yeah, Remy's asked about that. I know the sound issues is what kind of made it longer last time. Yeah, we were going all in to try to get that all figured out. And so hopefully, and that's why we did go as long as we did. So I'm like, all right.
We felt
it
bad.
took an hour to get that. Yeah.
We started a whole new show because the
Yeah.
front end, we were discombobulated.
Yeah.
And we don't feel like we did a good job. So we just kept going extra.
Yeah, probably an hour and 15 minutes of smooth sailing stuff. And, people are asking, it's only an hour. It's like, well, after that, we're also going to do a meet and greet. So, we want everybody, if you want to get a photo, we're going to do that. That'll take probably a good 45 minutes to another hour.
I've been doing this since 2004. It's never just 2 hours. It's never
No,
been
I
just
know.
2 hours.
And the event is not over until I lick Grant's face. And
Okay.
I don't do that till the very end and the last picture we take.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there you go. So we're going to get all that in, and then who knows where the night takes us. But it's loose. I mean, that's kind of, what we're going to do. We're going to keep everything loose and just see where it goes and all that. We want everybody to feel happy and feel like they got, It came out for a good night of fun. Also got Karen. She sent an email. She said, I would love to see some Hank Pinks, 1 KVJ member and 2 VIP contestants.
I have the robe here.
Hank Pink robe, bring it.
She's ready to go.
Okay.
Throw that in there.
I honestly, I know that there's a bunch of people who don't like Hank Pinks.
Yeah.
There's also a loud bunch of people who do like Hank Pinks. Every time people rip on it and you say, oh, fucking, people hate Hank Pinks, I get a bunch of people going, I like Hank Pinks. It's one of those controversial bits. You either hate it or you love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
that's why you got to be vocal, because Kevin does listen.
I do.
If you hate something, of course, be vocal. But also, if you love it, be vocal so that he can see the balance.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is not everyone hates Hank Pinks.
Right.
It was tainted a bit.
But a lot of times when you like something, you don't tell Kevin. You just, you don't tell anybody.
You're
Happy
right.
customers don't complain.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. We always like to get good feedback.
You're right. It's typically not.
It's usually when you hate something that you fire
gosh,
off an
I hate
email.
this. Yeah.
Kevin, your show is stupid.
You'll never-
Hank Pink sucks.
You'll never
Yeah.
hear from a motherfucker when it's going great, but as soon as that shit's wrong, you guys, all caps.
And then
suck
next
dick.
thing you know, your favorite segment's gone. You're like, what?
That's why you can't believe Yelp reviews either.
Yeah.
Because people only go on to write when they're pissed most times.
I'm with you. If you see a good Yelp review, typically it's a family member or a very close friend.
Right. Or the business owner using a fake name.
Michael had said, following up with the hidden fee segment today, I agree that it is getting ridiculous. I stopped using all the delivery apps about a year ago because I realized just how expensive my laziness was becoming.
Yes, laziness has a big price tag.
But Michael said the true king of hidden fees is healthcare. Not enough people are talking about this, but I've worked in the industry before, and I've seen simple things like a urinalysis test cost $1,500.
That is ridiculous.
In fact, he says P is sometimes referred to as liquid gold in the industry for the costs that go with it. A personal story, though, involves my mother being charged $3,000 because she needed surgery, and even though the hospital and surgeon were in her network, the anesthesiologist was not. I spoke to the hospital admin department, and they said due to a shortage of staff, they contract a lot of the positions out. Why the hell should I pay for that? So now when I go into the hospital, does the insurance expect me to ask if everybody working at the damn place is in my network? The medical assistant, the doctor, the surgeon,
That's ridiculous.
the anesthetist, the nurse, etc.?
And when you look at your bill and you see like the itemize, when they give you like a Tylenol in the hospital, that Tylenol, they charge like $50 for it, for one Tylenol pill. Like, come on, guys.
It is, I really think that the American healthcare system is broke.
Broke.
And they need to look into some ways to fix it and regulate it and get this thing on track, because it's just unfortunate. There are a lot of people that just need life-saving healthcare that it's a choice. It's either get something to stay alive, but you'll be living on the streets for the rest of your days, or do nothing and die early.
Yeah, someone said they were in the hospital for a week, and every lunch and breakfast, they got a bill for all of their lunches and breakfast at the end of the... I'm just kidding. I just wanted to fire up Virginia. I just wanted to fire up Virginia. That's a lie. It never happened.
You trying to get my goat?
And then everywhere you turn, there's higher rates on everything. Andrew said, the YouTube is going up to $18.99.
I got YouTube for premium. It said it was $13.99.
Is it different rates for different people?
I've got I thought I had the best of the best.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that to be braggy. I just love YouTube. If there's a better premium, but I get no commercials, no bullshit. Although some of these fucks are becoming clever and baking commercials in.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to scan through them. That's what everyone's doing now, Virginia.
I like a bacon ad.
A bacon ad?
I like a bacon ad.
A bacon ad and a baked-in ad.
A baked-in ad about bacon? Yes.
It's good stuff, right?
Yeah, but I think that's one of those cases where I'm okay with paying a little bit more. I love that service so much, but it is getting hard when you've got 9 different streaming services. They're all going up. Now you're paying $150 for just your streaming services alone. I tell you.
Hey, I realize we've got some Dave Matthews Band tickets for next weekend. So if you want to try to stump Denny's, you could win those.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
are those going out to the live venue or they're right now?
They're right now.
Right now.
Yeah, we'll play right now. If anybody wants to do producer Denny's knows when you're high, we need people that are stoned and people that are not that want to try to fool him. You would need to call us 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763.
I don't know if that works though. Dave Matthews and then a weed bit. I don't think it
Two
plays.
different kind of crowds. Dave Matthews people don't smoke weed, huh?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
That was sarcasm.
I got several people sending me some stuff. Thank you very much. I didn't have time to get all in it about the Gilgo Beach murders. In fact, Heidi had sent in a video that I'd love to check out. How police caught the accused serial killer, Rex Heuermann. And it sounds like a pretty interesting thread that is going on here. I did see that they identified the suspect by strands of his wife's hair.
Wow.
59-year-old Asa Ellerup. And the odd thing about it, she's filed for divorce now since this revelation has come out about him. And
You kinda
apparently she
have
was
to.
always traveling when he murdered his victims. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know what all this says. Kind of a weird thing that why is her hair there? And how did they identify through? I guess maybe her hair got mixed up in his stuff when he killed.
Well, here's a weird little nugget that I came across with that whole story. So one of this guy's victims also had a toddler, and he killed the toddler, but they wrapped the toddler in a baby blanket, and then the toddler was found deceased in the baby blanket. And the FBI profilers were saying, this is something that a woman would do. Based on our profiling, we don't think that a man would wrap a baby in a baby blanket just because of our profiling that we've done.
Oh, wow. So maybe either she did it or it was a combo.
Was that
husband
bitch
and wife.
helping him?
Has that ever happened? A husband-wife
Yes.
serial killer team?
Several times, yes.
Really?
Yep, it has.
I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if those are real nuggets that I read. Somebody might have made that up. But I read that and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Just keep in mind too, just because you profile doesn't mean it's the right thing. They've gotten
True.
they've gotten
Yeah.
their profiles wrong several
Profiling
times as
can be
well.
wrong.
And
Absolutely.
You can never go ahead and say this is definite until you really get all of the details. This is such a
Right.
new case.
Yeah.
Same thing with the other creepy guy, the Idaho dude.
Oh, yeah.
All this stuff takes a lot of time to get all of
Yeah.
these facts and
Sure,
to-
forensics
all
and
of it.
details, because you have to have it locked up. You can't walk into a courtroom not having your stuff together, because if you blow it, kind of like the OJ trial, one little thing goes south and charges are thrown out and a killer just walks back onto the street.
Well, between the fucking kangaroo court mentality on TikTok and us just being impatient human beings,
right.
'cause
We want it
have
all done
everything
today.
right now.
Yeah.
We always rush and say, we don't know.
Yeah.
And we won't know for a minute.
Another thing I'd heard is I was watching the news, they thought maybe some of the murders actually took place at that rundown house he lived in on Long Island in Massapequa Park.
In the house?
Yeah, I heard that little blurb today too, and that looks like it's a rundown, trashy house. Like that looks like it's something of a movie. Like that'd be the house you'd be murdered in. So I know they're looking at a lot of other victims now and trying to say, okay, is it possible this guy was involved with it?
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll send you some links about serial killing couples, Kevin.
Okay. You did ask the question about how many active serial killers we have. The FBI estimates that there are between 25 and 50 active serial killers in the U.S. at any given time, and many of them have never been caught.
And that stat's kind of not changed. That's kind of like the stat they always give.
25 to 50.
I wonder how accurate that is. Is that just a stat they sort of come up with to shut people up like myself up? To go,
Yeah.
it's 25 to 50, dude.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Top. Here's what you want to look for. Top murderer names in the United States. Allen, number one.
Alan?
Yeah, there's a few. Whether it's a middle name or a last name or a first name, Alan comes up.
Are Allen's just pissed?
I
Don't know what it is, but yeah, if you got a sketchy dude and he's got Allen anywhere in his name, look out. Allen's one, Harold two, Russell, Daniel, and Justin. So this is the top five.
Huh.
Okay. So thank you for all that stuff. They're not trying to be all murder all the time, but I just want to let people know I am getting them. I'm not trying to ignore them.
Again,
Yeah.
it's a polarizing topic. You either
It is.
love murder topics or
Right.
you hate them. But man, it's passionate on both sides, man.
It is, yeah. So I just want to acknowledge that, yes, I am getting all those. So thank you very much. Let me see. Got an interesting, fun little email from DJ here. She said, I was the head hostess at J. Alexander's in Palm Beach Gardens the year that it opened, and we were on a 90-minute wait. And this older gentleman walks in, and I said, yeah, the wait's about an hour and a half, but go on ahead, enjoy the bar. And I said, what is your name? He said, my name is Don Shula. I said, oh, okay, Don, here you go. Here's a buzzer, and you can just have a seat with your wife at the bar. And his wife said, well, you know, Coach Shula. It's Coach Shula. And I was like, oh, he's a coach around here. That's so cool.
Let's go sit at the bar.
All right. Yeah, there's a couple seats open for you at the bar. And so my manager just happens to walk up like 5 minutes later. And I was like, do you know like a Coach Shula or something like that? It's kind of weird the way he was introducing himself. He turned super pale and he's like, yeah, why? I'm like, oh, well, he's at the bar waiting for a table. So my manager then looks at the tables and scrambles over. And he sees that one is coming open and grabs it quickly for Don Shula. At the end of the night, Coach Shula comes over and gives me the biggest hug while laughing and said, yeah, it's been a while since somebody actually made me wait for a table. And he gave myself and the remaining hostess $100 each. Oops.
Look at that.
Aw, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear Shula wasn't a dick about it. That's cool.
No, he's like, oh, okay, all right. Well,
You just
I'll
got to
wait.
realize, if you're an old goat, these young girls, they don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Right over there, Coach.
You can wait like everybody else. 90 minutes,
I
coach.
think the coach of the JV team for Boca's here.
He's some kind of softball coach or something.
Okay, got some other questions here. Richard, he said, I need to ask your advice. I got a friend named Larry who is a recovering alcoholic, and I never drink around him, but he will come and visit, and I always try to help him through it. But the thing that I'm noticing now is when he comes over, he'll criticize me for drinking, even though I'm not drinking in front of him. I just don't know how to deal with it.
That's not cool for him to do that to you.
It's not, because your choice is your choice, and you can't impose your choices on other people. That's rude.
Well, just because Larry struggled with alcohol doesn't mean you are struggling with alcohol. And you can't put your demons onto somebody else. That's just not cool.
Larry's out of line.
Yeah, so should I tell him enough's enough?
Yes. Be
Yeah,
honest.
I agree.
I'm a big fan of being honest with the people you love and that are in your inner circle. You don't have to be a dick. But you can't be honest. He's being
Right.
honest with you. Why is it cool for him just to be able to say everything to you and you don't get to? That's not a relationship I want to be in.
Right. No, it ain't cool.
Fuck Larry. Larry making me want to fucking pour a double.
Yeah, fuck Larry.
Now, this has got an interesting little twist to it here. Person would like to remain anonymous, but they just wanted to see if anybody else could relate to this. They said, I was in a relationship with a firefighter for 7 years, and during our 3-year separation, I dated a few other firefighters. And in all caps, it says, all of them, I repeat, all of them, asked me to put on a strap-on and F them in the ass.
All of them.
Pegging?
All of them
Is that
wanted
part-
to be pegged.
Is that part of training?
I don't think so.
She said, I dated a few, so she was with one and then a few others. That's at least 2. So she's got at least 3 examples, and she says all of them.
Only a Sith speaks in absolutes. Not all firefighters.
Yeah, I
Come
can't
on now.
imagine that. I mean, my brother-in-law is a firefighter,
Well-
and he is the last guy on the planet I would imagine ever wanting to get pegged.
Nope, Kev. He's getting pegged. It's all of them.
Yeah,
Can we call him right now?
That would be an amazing call.
Yeah.
I'll even do the talking if it's
You
uncomfortable
will.
for you.
Okay, I don't think you'd answer, but,
I'll gladly. Look, I'm calling on behalf of the Kevin Ralston.
Maybe you've heard of him, your brother-in-law. He wants to know.
Do all firefighters get pegged? Because we've heard 9 out of 10, probably more firefighters get pegged in the ass. That's a
Yeah, it's
Virginia
like-
stat right there.
And you're on live. Go.
That is
Yeah.
a fucking Virginia stat. Be very very careful of the person who says every single motherfucker does this.
Well, I do understand where she's coming from. If you date 3 firefighters and they all want you to F them in the ass, it does start to get in your head.
I get it where you go. I think firefighters like it in the ass. I understand that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean every one of them.
Yeah.
And was she okay with it?
Well, so I think she's just wondering, and the other details she will give is that they were all in Palm Beach County. So these are all Palm Beach County firefighters.
Are they all in the
apparently.
same unit? Maybe it's just the unit thing. The same precinct. It's like the... That's amazing.
That's crazy.
What a stat. Maybe she's... Is it possible?
It's an odd impromptu poll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's throw that up as one of your KVJ polls. How many firefighters...
Only firefighters can respond.
Have you ever been pegged in the ass?
You don't have to have been, but do you want it?
Because if it's not 100%, this email's bullshit.
Yeah, have you ever noticed?
I have a couple firefighter friends that I'm definitely asking this question to.
Can we call them?
Yeah, absolutely. You can totally call my friends.
We'll call them right after we call Kevin's brother-in-law.
I am so not above or below putting those motherfuckers on the spot.
And another in-depth, intriguing question here. Wanting to know about the flavors, I guess you could say, of Joy Juice, baby batter.
Boy.
They said, I heard that a woman can taste like what she eats. Oh, okay. No, I guess it's on the female end. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Flip it around. Other gender. I heard that a woman can taste like what she eats, like in the songs Drunken Love by Beyonce or in Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. Is there any truth to that? And conversely, if she eats something funky like garlic or seafood, is it the same thing? So I guess this would be, does what you eat affect the taste?
I think it's going to be one of those
Your
things where
vagina.
everyone's different. I think there's going to be some people who eat whatever and it's not going to affect them at all. And then there might be somebody who does eat something a little like garlic. You're like, damn, dude.
Could be more pervasive, yeah.
Does her clit taste like a garlic nut?
I think
Which kind of would be awesome.
I think
I'm
the
down
answer
here
would be
thinking I'm at the
could.
Olive Garden.
I don't know if I'd hate that. Is it bottomless?
Oh, she's bottomless if you're down there.
Yeah, I think the answer would be it could. And Deani wants to know, so your taco might taste like a taco, I guess.
But I think it's
but
going
I
to be
don't know
different,
how pronounced,
though.
and I don't think it's like a taco seems benign to me. It seems like a garlic, a pungent
Well,
type of thing like
pineapple
that.
juice, they always say, drink pineapple juice, and that makes your business taste better.
For men, I've heard. For
women,
For the
too.
semen, I've heard
Yeah.
that it's supposed to taste. But is that true, though? You would be able to tell us with consent. Do I have consent? That's that question. Does come
I've never done the experiment where I've been like, Panda, chug this pineapple juice and whip it out.
Well, Panda, I just got you one hell of a weekend, brother.
Yeah. All right.
I'll buy the pineapple.
I have pineapple juice.
Oh, dog, that's a fun experiment. See, this is what couples need to be doing.
Yeah.
Having fun.
How's it taste?
Have fun sex fucking experiments. That's what you should be doing. That's how you make it fun.
Thank you, sex coach.
I'm here all day. Said the guy who's not married.
And a story here that this couple had heard. They had apparently a little trip with another couple. And so apparently one of the dads had said, and we'd overheard this story, that was getting his tubes tied, getting a vasectomy. Apparently his wife is not so much into intimacy anymore after 15 plus years of marriage and having 3 kids. Now, the reason why he is doing this is because he wants to go out and have relations with other women and not have to worry about getting anybody pregnant. And the wife is okay with it as long as he is a full-time dad and has no emotional attachment with the other ladies and he still loves her. But isn't that cheating? Me and my wife were both like, yeah, that's cheating. How can you do that?
That feels real
It
dangerous.
sounds messy, but is it cheating if everyone's involved?
I think cheating is only when you do it under the cover of somebody else not knowing.
I'm with Kay. If everyone's cool with it, I don't think it is cheating. But
It's not cheating,
But I
but
think it's messy as fuck.
you might regret it after you're in it. We hear about these stories about people that are like, yeah, I want to be a swinger. And then they start swinging and they realize, I'm not ready to be a swinger, and then my whole marriage is blown up because of it.
Let me ask you this, Virginia. Let's say you're no longer horny at all. You know, you don't feel it anymore. You're just not into it, but you know Panda is. Do you still try to make it happen for him on a way because you know it's important to him?
Sure.
We're talking at minimum hangies and blow pieces at min, yeah.
Yes, lots of pineapple juice, lots of blow pieces.
But do you think that's important for on either side? If the guy's not into it or the girl's not into it, do you still do that if you love your mate?
Yes, but it's got to be reciprocal. So it has to be one of those relationships where you feel like, okay, your man is stepping up and making you feel important and doing the things important on your love list.
If he's nailing it,
then you should let him nail it.
And if you're not feeling it, you're still going to try to make it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Interesting perspective.
Everybody's got a love language, and I think you have to learn your partner's love language. And most guys, their love language is touch, sex, affection, whatever you want to call it.
I think you call it coming.
Yes. Kevin cleaned it up a bit.
Dropping loads.
Yeah, just
if that is your man's love language, then I think you have to, make sure you're taking care of that. But he better be making sure he's taking care of your love language, too.
That's what I'm saying. If one person's, because I know situations, and by the way, it goes guy or girl. The guy's not wanted. Some guys really do grow out of, I don't feel like fucking.
It's called low testosterone.
It does happen. And the woman still wants to get it. And they don't. The one person's nailing it who's not getting it. They're doing everything and they're still not getting what they want. I don't know if that's fair.
It's not fair, and it leads to resentment, and it leads to probably that marriage not lasting. Because it's one person's holding out something that the other one wants. That's resentful.
What do you think, Kev, on something like that?
Yeah, I think that to weaponize your intimacy is problematic in a relationship. I don't think it's the right step,
So if you weren't feeling it and the queen was, you're going to make it happen for her.
Yeah, I think you just got to try to say, hey, look, I mean, there's going to be some things that, my wife was talking about. There's some kind of romantic movie. I don't even know what it is. She keeps watching the stuff on Netflix.
Is it getting her in the mood?
Well, she loves, it might, but she just loves the movie. It's totally not something I would watch. It's all chick flick kind of thing. And she's like, when this comes out in theaters, I can't wait for it to hit Netflix. I got to go see it. And she's like, and I never want to go see a movie. So I know it's important to her.
It's Rambone.
Rambone.
I'd be all about that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you're tired, you're not feeling it, and she's so into it. And you're just not sexually. You're still gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to this movie because it's something that it's important, and she wants me to go. And so, yeah, I think the same thing goes with sex. Try to make it work. Try to find a way that you can get involved with it. And just look, it's nothing else other. Just look at it as you're connecting with your partner, and you should hopefully want to do that.
I'd like to pick up the pineapple game.
I know you do, Pumpkin.
Yeah,
this is gonna be an experiment, and Panda, your semen's going to have to be the control.
All right.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes you make me feel weird when you
Well,
talk.
I'm going to have to do the blowjob without the pineapple
You're
juice.
right. You're right.
And just do regular.
You're right.
And then I'm going to have to fill in with a bunch of pineapple juice. Like what, wait a day?
No.
Wait an hour?
I'd wait an hour. Ted, you know what? I'd wait 3 to 4 hours. But yeah, it's a doubleheader day. You're playing 2 games.
Double header.
It's a doubleheader.
And twice.
It's a double.
All right. Let me loosen up my jaw.
It's literally a doubleheader.
It is.
Watermelon. I'm going to be here a while.
Watermelon Panda.
And is there anything better than pineapple juice?
This could be a tournament of just different beverages. Panda, you're welcome.
Yeah, he owes you at least $100.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be a big movie weekend with Barbie and Oppenheimer, both opening in theaters. Really surprised that the numbers on which movie people wanted to see more was Oppenheimer, and by a lot. an overwhelming majority of people, it was like 65 to 35%, chose Oppenheimer over Barbie, at least in our YouTube chat earlier today. So we'll see how that winds up going. And I just saw that Sound of Freedom just passed the $100 million mark, and it costs $15 million to make.
They're coming for you, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
He's done.
This is definitely going to be, I think, more profitable. The Indiana Jones was so expensive to make that they got to make a lot more. I think they're higher than Sound of Freedom by a good bit.
I think they just broke even. I think they're around 300 mil.
That's not good. Just breaking even?
Not for Indiana Jones. And I heard, too, with Indiana Jones, they spent more than they kind of needed to. People are like, we shouldn't be spending this much on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess all this kind of like sideline chatter, honestly, anymore with marketing, if you just kind of get a little bit of a controversy behind something, and it may not be that big, Sound of Freedom, I bet all the talk and the chatter and the controversy about it and, whatever side you're on has elevated people wanting to go see this. I'm sure it's a good movie and emotional as well, but just having something in the constant stream of chatter that people have seems to be helping. And that Jason Aldean song, that Try That in a Small Town, looks like he's going to have maybe his biggest song ever.
Because of the controversy.
Yeah, because of all this stuff that's going on.
I would have never known about this song or the video.
It did cross over to a lot of people that wouldn't know. It has over 3.8 million Spotify streams now. It reached number 1 on iTunes' top song chart, and the video has been the top trending video on YouTube.
They got us.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody fighting about it, though, like everyone's been reporting.
Yeah.
I kid.
So it's kind of interesting to see. Just that's all you got to do.
What the fuck don't people fight about these days? Seriously.
Amen. They fight about everything.
Try to do a pizza vlog. Motherfuckers fighting.
Well, fighting makes clicks. And so people are producing content with the sole intention of making us fight with each other. And that's a really weird headspace to wrap your head around.
There really is a science to where you're going to get people in a room and go, all right, what are the 5 things that can really get people angry and charged up? And they'll go through everything that's going on in the world. They'll go, that's definitely going to piss people off. That'll piss people off. And cha-ching.
That's the content they're building.
It's not even necessarily even built on any kind of true emotion whatsoever. Yeah. They just know they're doing WWE shit.
So I'll tell you honestly, the best thing to do if you hear something that you hate and you think it's repulsive, ignore it.
That is the best way.
Yeah,
especially stuff.
Don't bring it up. Don't go trashing it. Don't get people to talk about it and try to shame it and cancel it.
Because you're helping it.
Yes.
And a lot of it's
the last thing you want is to see Jason Aldean do great numbers on his song and be like, I really hate that. I think it's repugnant and it's violent and I'm not going to say a word about it.
And it's easy to get lost in the sauce with some of these pop culture wars. It makes people so angry. To your point, Back out of it.
Back away and say, I don't like it, so I'm not going to help it.
Only for your mental health is what I'm saying, just for everybody.
You're making a hero out of Jason Aldean.
Exactly.
And the song.
If you hate it, don't say nothing about it.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Well, with the Barbie movie opening up, we did a KVJ draft for the best kids' toys today. Virginia had the overall #1 pick. She went with Star Wars figures.
I'm a big collector. I don't know if you knew that.
You couldn't name one fucking bounty hunter. Not one.
Boba Fett.
You motherfucker.
Suck my ass.
That was too easy.
Yeah.
You're a dick, Jason. God.
Yeah, you're making her look good.
I am. I hate it.
Yeah.
She's such a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
I only know Boba Fett because of you.
I would strike her down, but you'd only grow stronger.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad to.
Did you see that Baby Yoda meme that I posted and I tagged you in it?
I didn't.
It's a picture of Baby Yoda peeking around the corner going, this is me watching my friend drink a drink that I made for them that's 97% alcohol.
And
Baby Yoda is giggling. I tagged you in it.
That's what she does. I don't.
And I tagged you. You didn't see it.
I tagged you.
I'm trying not to read the comments. You told me not to read the comments.
Read my comments.
That's the only ones he's ignoring. So go, I'm not going to read Virginia's comments or posts.
You told me not to read the comments. I'm trying not to read the comments anymore.
Virginia also went with the bicycle and the Rubik's Cube.
We call that last place.
Oh, whatever.
Rubik's Cube.
Everybody had a bicycle. Everybody had a Rubik's Cube.
Back in the fucking 70s. You will get the old person vote on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I am old. Those are my people.
Suits went with Hot Wheels, Transformers, and the Nerf gun. Denny's had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, and Power Rangers. Jaber went with G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, and My Little Pony. he likes to play with all three at the same time.
I have the Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joes. They fuck on top of the My Little Pony.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite a panty dropper.
I'm just kidding. I don't really have sex with my toys.
He got so mad because I told him he should put his G.I. Joe toys in the dinosaur garden, and he was pissed. He's like, those two would never be together at the same time.
They don't belong on the same timeline.
Right.
Dummies.
Dumb comments, right?
Stupid comment, Kevin.
Yeah. And I chose Legos. I went Barbie and then Pokemon. So
It is a good list. Legos and Barbie. I mean,
It's between Ralston and Mr. Google the Gary.
And Gary?
Yeah, and then it's
Okay.
going to be a fight for fourth, and then Virginia's going to get last.
whatever.
Look,
Killing it.
I like the Rubik's Cube too. Don't get me wrong. But that's some old ass shit.
All right, well, it's post it on Instagram and Facebook. Go and vote Monday morning about 7:35. We'll announce the winners for you. We'll see all you bitches tomorrow night.
It's over.
Yes.
Well, the good news is you get more.
6 more mins? Tomorrow.
You can do them tomorrow night. Yeah, you get more in 6 minutes. Don't worry. You got another show you're not going to get paid for tomorrow night.
Sweet.
Yep, there you go. All right, we'll see you all then. Goodbye.